Hello friends, Namaste. Welcome to the channel. So are you ready to learn something new? Yes? So here we go.
Benefits of ICT is like it allows small businesses to compete internationally. So local thing became global, and it is also called as glocal. So local thing became global. Small businesses came to know what the big enterprises are offering, how they can compete. Then they started disposing of the unwanted inventory based on the consumers' reviews, their ratings. There are this whatif.com, lastminute.com, and pricing.com. All this started giving a platform to the customers to know how they can book a particular package in lowest rate or in last minute also. This helped for most of the business, as well as it posed problems as well, like lastminute.com and all, where there is a guaranteed pattern of getting services. So inventory management is little problematic with this format of business. The other thing which I have already said, because of ICT now customer can demand and ask for their own packages. So the packages can be customized for them based on their special interest, tourism and purpose of travel. As I've said many a times, it has changed the entire structure pattern of the industry. Most of the brick and mortar industry was either shut down or switched to online medium. Then it was like so much of information was being provided because of the internet, and the kind of expansions are happening that things are becoming like cluttered. Everything, the information is such vast, and it's available in such a massive format that even sometimes the customers and the users gets confused. But the other point is here that the user can get the price of a product in real time. So this real time pricing strategy worked a lot. Now what is the other thing is through ICT is revenue management. You can the company, the industry can strategize their yield, their productivity, then inventory, when to rate more, when to give more rate of a product, and when to price it low. So this is how the yield management is being impacted. And then various alliances for airlines also happened because of the ICT. The share coding of shares, and then the alliances of various airlines for connecting flights also started integrating because of the availability of various information and communication technology. As it's already been made aware that because of ICT, one can understand customers' demand, customers' viewpoint, customers' review, and then can target customers accordingly and manage one's product. In fact, customer relationship management through the various loyalty programs, the softwares which are available now because of ICT, has helped a lot to most of the hospitality and tourism industry. So this is the diagram how ICT works. Because of the internet, it is very easy for the consumer to directly get linked with the service providers, with the stakeholders, DMOs, destination management organizations, with the intermediaries here, or directly get connected to the destination service providers. And then these are the mediums which are used to connect things. So global distribution system, central reservation system. Switch is the company, it's a tool which helps in interfacing from one service provider to the other user. So all these elements are the part of ICT process. Now, how this electronic business has enhanced the industry value chain, the distribution system, we can get to know by this figure. The source is from the Lorden and Traver research paper. This says that the suppliers and the consumers are now in direct touch, and the supply chain management, the inventory management, the customer relationship management, the response system has become very easy because of the available internet the web, internet. So this is the direct channel, the website, and from the web, all these service providers are in touch, and there is no scope of miscommunication, communication gap, or a kind of understanding issues among the service provider and the consumer. The internet is widely used as a means to deliver up-to-date content. As a result, it created the conditions for the emergence of wide range of new tourism e-mediaries. So this is what we can see from this particular diagram. Because of the internet, all these e-mediaries which has emerged into different forms. I will quickly let you know. The tourism suppliers, particularly airlines, car rental and hotel chains, took advantages of the new opportunities and developed their e-commerce application by allowing users to access directly their reservation systems. This included single supplier provisions such as www.britishairways.com, Marriott Hotels, that is www.marriott.com, as well as multi-supplier web pages that emerged to support airlines disintermediating travel agencies. Example, www.orbitz.com. In addition to this, several destinations developed destination management system, DMS, which I have already spoken in the previous slide, to distribute their smaller properties and to present the destination as a holistic entity. For example, www.tiscover.com. A number of web-based travel agencies also emerged. Example, Expedia.com, ebookers.com, travelocity.com. Whilst offline agencies developed their online provisions. Example, thomascook.com, landpoly.com. There were internet portals, that is Yahoo, AltaVista, Excite, and vertical portals, that is ski.com, golfline.com, tennis.com, who also developed online travel distribution, often by sourcing the travel content from external online agents and suppliers. Media companies such as newspapers, travel.telegraph.co.uk, and television networks such as www.cnn.com/travel gradually integrated their offline with their online provision and expanded to include e-commerce capabilities on their sites. Online last-minute agencies emerged to enable distressed inventory to be distributed efficiently. As I've already said about lastminute.com. Priceline.com reversed the pricing method and allowed passenger to search for supplies that would be prepared to serve them for the amount of money that they specified. Finally, a number of sites, that is ebay.com, specialized in the sale of distressed stock through auctions. The proliferation of these e-mediaries confused consumers and the industry, as many marketing managers rushed to ensure that their products were represented in all distribution channels, and they realized the difficulty and cost of doing so. Most of these emerging e-mediaries are now entrants owned or powered by existing non-tourism organizations, that is Microsoft's Expedia. The major GDS, that is which is owned by Galileo, have started with a consumer-based interfaces, that is Travelocity.com, which is owned by Sabre, and Trip.com is owned by Galileo. So this is how we can see that all these e-intermediaries have created their own framework of distribution, and they have demonstrated a good change, a value-based supply chain in tourism industry. Just wanted to tell you how this online travel market is contributing, especially in India. We can see that there is a incremental growth of $56 billion, which is a huge growth in 2019, and year over year over year growth rate for 2020 is estimated to 18.05. But friends, please let me make it clear that this was in 2019 in the forecast and the rate. Because of the 2020 pandemic impact, this forecasted figure have been slashed down, and whatever was forecasted could not be achieved because of the COVID-19 pandemic. In 2019, it was observed that there was 82% online segment growth, like most of the transactions happened through online medium. And there was a big rise in the international tourist footfall in India. So because of the availability of all online services information, the international tourist footfall in India has exponentially increased. Then it is we can get more information about how there are various increase in the other segments also through this website technavio.com. Now this is the data since 2019. Which are the star companies which are doing well in online travel sector? One is Make My Trip, where it is having the identity of the online travel agency, and it is the claim what they have is that it is the largest online travel player by net revenue. So whatever revenue they are generating, they are having the credential of being the largest online travel player. Then iXigo, here we can get the comparison of the prices for instant bookings, and their claim is it is one of the most downloaded travel app with 100 million downloads. Yatra, another OTA online travel agency, and what its claim is that it is India's largest platform for domestic hotels with more than 1 lakh hotels contracted domestically plus a seller of other products. So this is a huge integration of inventories, the hotel networking. Paytm is payment and retail app company, and the claim is it's the largest private seller of train tickets by booking volume. So this is a big achievement for Paytm. Oyo, which is Indian home-based hotel aggregator, a hospitality company with branded budget hotels as its signature product, and they are known as venture capitalist. Say Oyo is India's first travel startup unicorn, or a company valued at more than $1 million. So this was all in 2019, but now because of the pandemic, Oyo has been hit a lot, and all these online travel agencies as well. ClearTrip, which is another online travel agency, and it offers multiple products along with the most comprehensive set of Indian tours and activities. So this information is from Skift Research data. The other benefit of ICT, as I've already said, the loyalty programs. So this frequent flyer programs has been made available for the flyers through the use of ICT GDS system by the airlines, where it helps the flyers to get the rewards for the miles they travel. The miles they can club it with the other airlines as well based on the alliances the airlines are having by the usage of this GDS system. It helps in getting more of sales because the customer are intact with the business, and they want to redeem their points or accumulate their points in their flyer programs. It helps in cross-selling of the other products as well. So like if a flyer is having a flyer say card of Indigo, so if Indigo is selling a product of any hotel rooms, he can get the facility of getting the hotel room in a lower rate. So it's been observed that earlier Jet and Taj were associated with this cross-selling offers. Marriott is having lots of association, Marriott hotel property, with the major airlines worldwide. And then it helps having the loyal customers speaking the positive about the airlines through word of mouth, and the promotional cost to get new businesses gets reduced because you have the loyal customers with you. Now, when we talk about, we have spoken about the boon of the ICT, how it is impacting the businesses. But what are the issues? The issues of the excessive use of this electronic medium for commerce and business activities is like the real time pricing or the online price comparison has created lots of competition in the market, and it has made ethical issues as well, where the best guaranteed rate or get the rate at lowest price issues are making a company to get involved into unethical practices as well, like overbooking practices or trying to sell products at a very high cost at some time and at a very low cost at some time. So extreme ratings of pricing of product is one concern. So this low cost carrier are trying to push themselves online, and the full service carriers use consolidators and intermediaries to sell the discounted seats to protect the brand. So these are some issues which are happening. Low cost carrier do not want to involve the intermediaries to avoid commissions. Then the bundling of product, it is earlier it was being done by the intermediaries, selling of train ticket, travel airlines ticket, and then a hotel room together to a consumer. But now, because of this availability of online booking and facilities, now most of the things are being done by consumers without the use of any intermediaries. So because of this, as I've already spoken in the earlier slide, the survival of travel agents has become a big issue. Only those who are good at or proficient in technology are able to survive and can compete in the market. Most of the traditional approach of travel agencies have made them to shut their business and look for some other avenues. Now, because of the mobile phone technology, tourism information, the tourist information has to be easily available and needs to be kept upgraded, updated all the time. So this is one more issue, because the customer wants things which are real and which are updated. Because of the smart websites and search engines, the consumer preferences have changed. The consumer wants the information should be according to the kind of devices they are using. Like if they are using any app, it should be mobile friendly. If they are using any website on their various kinds of devices, say Apple laptop or Dell laptop or different types of laptop, it should have the format of that type of devices. So user friendly activities is a need now. The other thing is harmonizing of various projects. So when we talk about projects happening around the world, how these projects related to tourism and tourist or safety, security, how they can club together work, they can come up with at one viewpoint, and how they can have their property data formats available for communication is a one issue. And growth of various blogs, now blogs means where the consumer can write his own story, his own reviews, his own experiences, vlogs. So it is now customer generated content, video logs. So it has become created difficulty in controlling the content of a product or controlling the reviews of customer at some point. Virtual reality, augmented reality is growing a lot, and because of the pandemic, it is one of the tourism trends. So it could either replace real travel, or it could either shorten the real experiences of travel. So this is a major issue. And even like database, so much of database is available. So what database is right and how to communicate, as it is mentioned here, is one issue because of the availability of vast databases. All these issues are very important to understand, and then there are lots of solutions which are emerging. One needs to understand how to use it at what time. So in this session, we have discussed about the meaning of electronic tourism. We have discussed about the benefits of ICT. We have discussed about the history, how ICT came into picture and how this online travel business has evolved. And then we have discussed the various benefits and issues of ICT. In the next session, we will be discussing about the various growth of web-based technology and evolution of web series.
So this is the end of the session. Hope you understood some content from this session. Thank you for watching the video. Do support by liking, sharing and subscribing to the video. Thank you again.